Hello, snakes. My name is Dante, and today it's Podcast Tuesday once again. And in case if you're not aware, I actually won an LMCQ. And for those of you who don't live in Europe, or maybe you do live in Europe and you don't know about them, well, there's there's an event called the Legacy European uh, Championship, which if you win those or something like that, you get to go to the Pro Tour. And I ain't capping when I say this. You can actually go to the Pro Tour of the Legacy European Championships, and the LMCQ is the event that qualifies you to go to the Legacy European Championships, and I won it at my LGS, and it was actually cool. It was a standard event, and only one person would just qualify, which is the winner, and I won. And this is the deck I actually was using for this tournament. Now, uh, now the f- now of course I uh and after all, why not just uh make a deck tech? Of course, like because I didn't do it last week because, well, spoilers. We got spoilers podcasts and stuff. Uh also uh links in the description, for the full deck list and the event itself. Uh it wasn't streamed because, well, the OGS does not have a Twitch channel or something. We tried to convince them, they just wouldn't add one. Yeah. But then, but yeah, uh but yeah, and then also, oh my god, why is, okay, was it okay? Now I think camera just stopped bugging itself. Yeah, just yeah, and then, uh and yeah, it's a really cool event. We were I think we were what I think we were 14 players in this event. I don't remember exactly. It was 4 rounds, and it was actually really good. And basically, uh, another way you could qualify for the Legacy European Championships, uh, is, of course, by top 32ing a Legacy European Tour, or the Legacy Magic Showdown, or top 16ing a Classic Showdown, which is like the second main event that you would see in the Legacy European Tour, with the main event being the Grand Showdown, because there's like Grand Showdown, Classic Showdown, and then of course the ones that the LGS would host are just the RCQs, and then from there you get like the regional championships, which is a Legacy European Championships. That's the regional championship, and I think if you win one of those, or I don't know what's the placement or something, you get to go to the Pro Tour. And I think, of course, like, if you like top eight it, if you did a top eight in Las Vegas, if I'm not wrong, you actually go to Pro Tour. Maybe top 32, not top eight, because I heard top 32 did a beta draft in Las Vegas, and some of the and someone, from the LGS was one win away from actually getting to the beta draft, and I can tell you that would have been really cool. Beta draft, yeah, like, imagine opening one pack from like the O OG sets, even revised edition is like hard enough, but then you get to like open free packs and draft it. Wow, like that is like insane. And like, of course, drafting beta is actually different to drafting other sets, because of course there's like some cards that are just illegal, and then one card that got deleted from the game completely. Like, but yeah. Other than that, I mean, everything else you can just use it, and like, but yeah, like, and but yeah, it was actually, I mean, but yeah, the tournaments I was, uh, but yeah, now we'll just proceed to the actual to the actual deck list. I mean, we first got the combo and the non-bow, and then we'll actually go in through the deck. So the combo, and it is I think that's how it works, right? Because Panoptic Mirror plus Teferi's Protection. Alright, so you can imprint Teferi's Protection onto Panoptic Mirror. Uh, and uh, and then with this, you could like every upkeep, copy Teferi's Protection, and then like, so basically you can just leave the game literally without conceding. Like, and basically not only that, I think it makes you immortal if I'm not wrong, because I mean like, because on your upkeep you just copy Teferi's Protection with Panoptic Mirror. Uh, then like you could like float all your mana. No more like life loss. Like you could cast like then you phase out. Everything phases out. I mean, or not you. I mean, you draw a card, of course. But I mean, your life total can't be changed. You get protection for everything. Also, your things phase out. So like you could like flash in a flash creature or flash permanent right after doing this, or like, or even like sneak one in before it. I mean, like, but then like, of course, I mean, flash haste. I don't know if that exists. But I mean, like, you could like, and then if not, then, but then like, either way, it makes. I think it makes you immortal, and like, and it also like, not only does it make you immortal, I think like, you can like legit like leave the game. You can like untap, upkeep, leave, draw. That's it. Untap, upkeep, leave. Yeah, like, it's like, I'm pretty sure you can't be stopped. And the only way to stop it, of course, is like, is basically the only way you can stop it, if I'm not wrong, is getting uh sending Teferi's Protection to the graveyard from exile with an Eldrazi processor. So yeah, I mean like, I think Eldrazi processor is like the most convenient way. Oh yeah, Rift Sweeper I think was Rift Sweeper as well. Yeah, that is also valid. Yeah, well, yeah, that is also good. I mean like, but then we've of course we got another non-bow that involves Panoptic Mirror. I mean, you cannot do this in Commander because Panoptic Mirror is banned. When of course Panoptic Mirror shouldn't be banned, but I mean it is banned. I mean, if you want to try this, you could also try with Elite Arcanist, because this is a Teferi's Protection is an instant, so you can actually do this with Elite Arcanist if you cannot do it with Panoptic Mirror. But we got a non-bow as well. It is. We got I think it was a Chromos Wrath. I don't know. I mean, I'm just gonna check. I don't remember the name, but I mean, I know what it does. You can like 6 mana, and cycle it uh, for 3 mana, and it basically like destroys all artifacts, creatures, and enchantments. That is, the Chronos Vengeance. That's the name of the card. But yeah, and oh yeah, it is a sorcery. But I mean, like, doesn't matter in the eyes of Panoptic Mirror, and of course, Panoptic Mirror is uh is I explained it before. I mean, like, uh, but yeah, yeah, bro, wipe. Indeed, yeah. It's, it, yeah, basically, like, why would you do it like this? Like, you could like legit just cast the Chromos Wrath. Why would you like? Panoptic Mirror, Exile Chroma's Wrath on the Chroma's Vengeance on the Panoptic Mirror, no, Chroma's Vengeance on the Panoptic Mirror, and then like you just board wipe, like you could just cast it because unless if you give Panoptic Mirror indestructible, then why would you do that? Like, if you give it indestructible, I understand, but if you don't, that's just that's just a really bad Nev disc. Yeah. Well, let's go into the main board. So main board, we oh wait. Oh what? I just warped back to the what? No, no, no. Main board. There we go. I just no. Wait, now I get it. Okay, main board, main board. We gotta just if something, let's just move this a bit down. There we go. That is probably much better. Main board. So in the main board, we'll first go main board and sideboard. So yeah. So we just play the intro and then just go in to our first set of cards. We got 11 creatures total, 4 Delver Secrets, 4 Djinns, and 3 Tolarian Terrors. So, Delver Secrets is the key of the deck. 1 mana, 1/1 Human Wizard. At the beginning of your upkeep, look at the top card of your library, you may reveal it. And if an instant or sorcery card is reviewed this way, transform it. It transforms into a 3/2 human insect with flying. So yeah, that is actually a really cool card. You know, like yeah, it's just really good, cool, and yeah, you just because like it's like on turn 2 you can attack with a 3/2 flying. Like, bro, what beats that? Like, it's just there's a whole legacy deck based around this whole card. You know, like that's it's called UR Delver or like is it Delver? Even like when Okko was around, this also had like its Okko Delver. I mean, like yeah, like I think it was called like Timur Delver or something. Oh yeah, Pauper as well. Pauper, that is like the most powerful like uh Pauper deck. I think if I'm not wrong, it's probably the most powerful. You know, like uh and yeah, it's just really good. Like I really don't see why not Delver. Like, and then of course I mean like there's no like Pioneer Delver decks. I mean like Standard Delver. I mean like now we got like uh these new cards, like they just like Hortigen allows you to counterspell for 1 mana because yeah, usually we get like the 2 mana counterspells, like except for like Spell Pierce. But I mean like now you can like, but Spell Pierce they gotta pay 2 mana to counter your counter. But like you cannot like counter the negate, you know, like or the essence scatter. I mean like and then there's even make this beard that can hit either creatures or non creatures. You could like choose 1 or 2. But I mean of course they have to pay 2. And if you casualty, which I don't know when would you do that, it would it will clone itself. So you can legit target 2 spells, kill 2 stones with 1 bird. Or you could just or not just that, you can just uh uh or even you could just force someone to pay 4 because I mean that is what's most likely to happen in standard. But I mean like if your opponent's casting multiple spells at once or something, you know, like copy or something, uh it's just then I mean of course you could just go with this and it kind of works. But yeah, let's but yeah, also Hortigen's uh get stronger uh, with every instant sorcery that you have in your graveyard. I mean, you're gonna cast them, but also there's cards that will help you with this. And then also has flying, and also uh, has and it's also free mana and high toughness. You know, like uh, and then finally, Tolian Terror is also similar uh to Haughty Jin. I mean, like it has ward, so it's hard to kill it because it's almost like heads proof, and it's also it's just really good, you know. And like plus you can get to like as low as 1 mana for 5/5, uh, and not only 5/5 that has ward, so it's gonna so they're gonna struggle. Yeah, yeah, and then like yeah, like it's gonna it's gonna be hard, to like uh you know uh kill the Tyrant Terror. And then like it's also like the biggest creature in the deck. I mean, of course, well, Hortigen could like potentially. I mean, if you can cast Tyrant Terror for 1 mana, then Hortigen has to be stronger. But I mean, like sometimes you cast Tyrant Terror for like 3 mana, 4 mana. When it gets to like 4 mana, it's already value. Like and usually you can cast it for like 3 mana or less. Like sometimes you even go to like 1 mana for Tyrant Terror. But then like Hortigen's like stronger. Like. And then Delver's like the early hitter, and it is just really good. Like I. And the thing is, there's actually a really cool interaction that you can do with Delver. If you have Consider, you can uh you can do it in the upkeep, Delver, and look at the top card. If it's an instant, reveal it, transform. If you don't like it, it doesn't matter if it's an instant or not an instant. Like before you draw a step, you can Consider or Impulse, and then you can delete that card from the top, and it actually lets you choose something else. I mean, you can delete it with the Surveil from Consider, and then draw a card, or you could just Impulse, um, filter top 4. You can like ignore that one card, and you can pick one from 3, which is already like better than Anticipate, because if you do that with Anticipate, it's 2 cards. And yeah, the cool thing about like Impulse is that hasn't even been printed in Modern yet, and now we got it in Standard. Like this is like I had like it just got added to 3 new formats. Like it just skipped 2 formats, and like yeah, like some big stuff right there. And also, like there's what else? Okay, yeah. Uh but yeah, that's basically the tricks you can do with Delver. But alright. So those are the 11 key creatures. Now, time for card advantage cards. So Consider allows you to fill up your graveyard by not only adding itself, as an instant. You can also like use the Surveil and throw in another instant to the graveyard if necessary. Like, or it allows you to like, try and get the land if your mana is good, because sometimes you keep like 1 landers, 2 landers. So, but then since you have like Considers and Impulse, says you could just easily get the land. Impulse is also another good one. 2 mana instant. Lets you look at the top 4 cards of your library, put one in the hand, rest them to bottom. Wait, what? Oh, and then shuffle the rest. Wait, let me check. Impulse. Wait. What? Ain't no way. What? Yo, OG Impulse forced you to shuffle your library, and now apparently you don't. Okay, that is just weird. I don't know why or what what just happened, but I mean like yeah. So we got I mean like it's been printed like so many times, like let's just go into like the original. So original impulse that is like where it said, like if vision's 60 cents and it just that's what it said, Of course we got like the two world championship deck 1997 1998 that uses impulse, and that's of course the same as visions, except it's gold bordered. Like, you cannot use it in tournaments. Just like 30th anniversary edition, but I don't know why people don't have a problem with world championship cards for Commander, but now like people don't like the 30th anniversary edition. I can tell you, like 30th anniversary edition is goated. Like I don't see a reason to hate it. So yeah, uh, but yeah, we also got also not just that, we got a beatdown bot set that is white bordered and like uh and also like it that's when they removed the shuffle your library part, like then like we got F&M impulse, which wait. The world championship deck impulse costed like less than divisions impulses. But then like beatdown bot set is $1 because it's from a bot set. Also we got F&M impulse $73. You believe that? That's like because it's 2001. And yeah, that was still before they added the modern frame. Modern frame was added in 2003. We got MTGO promos, 18 tits. Wait, why is this 18 tits? Okay. Well, Vision's print is 9 free tit. 0.9 free tits. But I mean, Magic Online promo is like 18 tits apparently. It's like the F&M promo. I mean, cheaper of course. Now that's when they introduced the new art for Impulse, which is a 20th anniversary Impulse, and of course printed in Mythic, because all the front of vaults are Mythic cards, so it's like 20th anniversary, and then it's $2.50. We got Speed versus Cunning, dual decks. It is 42 cents. Also, that they changed the art on it. Like we even got Battle Bond, 23 cents. Mystery Booster, 52 cents. Dominaria United, 10 cents. And then we got the game. Hi Ray, how are you? And of course now we got the uh we even got uh uh first for discovery. But this one you have 3 of them instead of like the other 2 that we have 4 of each. I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. I'm actually excited for this podcast because it's of course a deck I actually won with, which is a really cool thing. So yeah, free mana instant, draw 3 cards and discard 2 cards unless you discard a basic land card. If I'm not wrong, I think this is like similar to like almost a functional reprint of uh compulsive research. I think it was compulsive. I mean, let's see. There's this not compulsive. Compulse. Okay, thank you, Scryfall, for it. Yes, compulsive research. That was the one where it targets a player. Uh, but it's a sorcery speed. So this is actually a almost strictly better compulsive research. So yeah, that is actually good. Like, and of course, I mean they've made like ones for like the for like artifacts, enchantment, and then even like changing them from sorceries to self instant speed. And yeah, they're just good. I mean, like first for discovery, that you fill up your graveyard with 2 instants or sorceries, or you could just throw in a land that you already have lots of, and then like it's just so basically that's like card advantage, and like it allows you to get good cards. You know, like 11 cards that allow you to do this, and yeah, I mean, and they're actually so we got 4 considers, 4 impulses, and 3 firsts for discovery. Let's go in to our removal. 3 of them. Fading Hope. 1 mana instant. A strictly better unsummon because it literally just unsummon, but if it costs 3 or less, scry one. And it is a really good one because uh, uh, the cool thing about about this is that I mean there's lots of small creatures in standard, or if the big ones you can like bring them back, and it will actually like it will because if you bounce a big creature, they're gonna struggle in recasting it, and like you could like bounce it and then like follow up with a counter spell, or you could just bounce a smaller creature. I mean you could follow up with a counter spell later, and you can scry one, which also will help with Delver. You can like Fading Hope something else. You know, like, Fading Hope one of your opponent's early game creatures before the Delver trigger. You can scry. Make sure that you have instant sorcery on the top, and then you can just or something good on the top if you really don't mind waiting one more turn for Delver, and then like of course you can transform Delver if you can try this and yeah, it's just we got 3 of those, and some were using a few in the sideboard, but I just like to play this main board. But yeah, we got some more. We got the counter spells. So we got 4 Make Disappears, 3 Essence Scatters that can counter creatures. Make Disappear is basically like a strictly better version of Quench, and it is actually really cool. You know, like I wait, what's going on? Let me check. Wait, what? Okay. Alright, no, don't think there's any. Wait, is there any? Check. No, there. No, it's just nothing. I thought. No, there's no drop or anything. So yeah, but then like, but yeah, it's basically like a strictly better version of Quench because I mean, well, Quench counterspell unless they pay 2. This counterspell unless they pay 2, but you can casualty for 1, and that's like the really cool thing about this. I mean, you barely don't even have to casualty with this, but I mean, like, if you do, then it's just gonna be a Delver, like, not like a 1/1 Delver. Not you probably won't casualty the 3/2, the 3/2 insect aberration, but then we got like negate. We got 2 of those, and of course we got like 1 spell pierce in the main board, and a few others in the sideboard. We'll cover spell pierce later on in the podcast, like after the sideboard break. Wait, what? Okay, let me check something. Yeah, yeah, there's no issues. So yeah, and then like, but yeah, it's yeah, it's just yeah, but then but yeah, these are actually some really cool ones. Like you definitely gotta play those. You know, if you're using Delver, you gotta have like some counter spells. Like maybe not these, maybe few different ones. But I mean, like you should try counter spells, of course, 100%. And of course, we got things to save your creatures. So to protect your creatures, you got 3 slip out the backs in the main board and 1 in the sideboard, with also shore up 1 in the main board and 2 in the sideboard. which actually really good because well, shore up is just one sided, and like, and the thing is allows you to like make your creature stronger for one turn. You can still do things with it. You can still like even use it to attack or something, like. But then like slip out the back, quite possibly the superior one, which puts a counter forever. Even allows you the option to do it to the opponent because it's any creature, and then phases out. So I mean like, so if you phase it out on your own turn, then the opponent still cannot do anything with it on their turn. And then like, and yeah, it just gives it even, and it even protects it from like board wipes and stuff that affect each creature. Uh, uh, yeah, it's like, but like shore up. I mean like, but yeah, they each have like their own functionality. Like split out the back, slip out the back is like to is more practical. I mean, well, shore up also works like to protect against an attack, and then like uh uh. But yeah, I mean, it's all like a matter of perspective. Either like slip out the back is like, I mean, more people like slip out the back more than a than shore up. But I mean, like but then like uh yeah, shore up like allows you like uh to to do on like it allows you like, even like if they're trying to kill off one of your attackers, you can like use it. It enhances like it like enhances the attack, and it stays attacking. Slip out the back. The issue is that it just it just basically ceases to exist. Okay, 100K videos. You think slip out the back is better? I mean, I don't judge you. I mean, like, most probably it is better. I mean, like, that's why more people like play more slip out the backs and shore ups. Like, we only get like total of 3 shore ups. We only get a total of 4 slip out the backs, like 3 main boards and one compared to 1 main board. I mean, you got more shore ups in the sideboard than the main board for slip out the back. I mean, like, you got more shore ups in the sideboard than shore ups in the main board. Like, you can use that same argument twice, like, but well, we'll be heading to the sideboard. We'll just take a short break, and then we will go back with the sideboard. Hello, snakes. We're back with the sideboard. So uh we got four counter spells in the sideboard. So we got, I mean, uh, well there is uh, there is a spell pierce, of course, in the main board, but we got two in the sideboard. Plus then one disdainful stroke, and uh, and then also one Urtai's Scorn. Urtai's Scorn, of course, is a really cool one because I mean, it it basically like uh it can basically be a much better, much better version of what's it called? Oh yeah. Uh it can be much better than make disappear if the opponent has casted like, two spells, like you can legit yeah, you can get uh with Urte's Scorn, like you can first spell, I mean, it's already like gonna be a cancel. But then if you have like uh the Jin, it's gonna be a counter spell, and then if that's a second spell, it will reduce it down to like a 1 and 1 blue, and like, well, you can like it reduces down to like a counter spell just by itself, or even like with the Jin, you can cast it for 1 mana. 1 mana counters any spell as long as it's like the second spell, like, or even after the second spell. Like it's just so good. Like, and I mean, I don't know why this is not played in main board, but I mean, like, but I mean, it is actually a really good one. Uh, and then Insaneful Stroke is actually a good one for sideboard because if you go against the slow decks, that will have like, uh, uh, oh yeah, that's probably why Urtex Scorn not played in main board, because yeah, there's slow decks. I mean, like, if you're playing against a fast deck, Urtex Scorn, because they can cast multiple spells. Playing against a slow deck, Disdainful Stroke, they got things that cost 4 mana or greater. And Spell Pierce, if they're playing a similar deck or something, like, you just pierce them. Or like, if they play Control, you can actually pierce them as well, like, because it hits the non-creatures. But yeah, basically those are like the 4 counter spells we got. Now it's time for versus mirror match. So against the mirror match, you will require like, these cards will help you. You got 2 Hullbreaker Horrors, uh, because they are uncounterable, and Leer prevents your spells from being countered. And there's 1 Leer because Leer is legendary, and also with 1 Leer, that's it. You don't even need more Leers because Leer by itself, it can just prevent the counter spells. Hullbreaker Horror is immune to counter spells naturally, and plus it allows you to turn any instant spell into a remand. Well, of course, without the card draw. But then, also not just that, it hits the uncounterable spell. So if the opponent will also counter with Leer, you could use a Hullbreaker Horror. You can basically like try and counter, like use the actual counter spell to like try and counter spell. It can't be countered, but I mean, you could just bounce it, and like, and still like, or of course it works if like you could like bounce the permanents as well. Like, you can like bounce enchantments with Hullbreaker Horror because it bounces anything. Plus it's a 7 mana 7/8 with flash, uncounterable. Like, there's no stopping it. It's just that good. And plus, like, it's like you get 2 of those, and then like with Hullbreaker Horror, because you have so many 1 mana and 2 mana cards in the deck, basically anything would just be an unsummon function, like a better unsummon. I mean, we got like Delver, so 1 mana, cast Delver and bounce something, or you casting a Impulse, bounce something, and you get like the bounce a spell, even like get the top 4 cards. Consider as well, you can do that. The Djinn will help you also with cost reductions for instants and sorceries. And then of course, we even got the Talarian Terror can reduce its cost to very low, and of course, yes, that is another unsummon. Now, here we go. We got like some functional removals, or some you could see March of Swirling Mist as just an additional slip out the back. But okay, there's many different ways to treat these cards. So, well, Witness Protection is 100% a removal. So 1 mana, you got two of those in the sideboard. Aura, enchant creature. You turn the enchanted creature into legitimate business person. 1/1, uh, green white citizen. No abilities actually as well. So it's really good. It's just that good, like Witness Protection, and it even like removes the identity. It even like changes the name, like and changes the creature type as well. Colors, like it changes everything. And it's 1 mana common card. It's so powerful. Like yeah, like who thought this was a good idea? Uh, because like it is even better than Frogify or stuff like that. Like. But yeah, we got March of Swirling Mist as well. X and a blue instant as an additional cost to cast a spell. Well, no, okay. Let me phrase this easier. You can exile blue cards from your hand to add 2 to the Eds. Every time you exile a blue card, you can any number of blue cards you can exile, and then plus the spell itself. What it does: select Eds creatures, and they phase out up to Eds creatures. Because if you only want to target one, but you exile a blue card, you don't have to target the second one. But I mean, like, you can use this to stop attackers by phasing them out, and also stop blockers as well. And then, and then, or the opponent's board wiping, or trying to kill one of your things. You could use this and phase them out yourself as well, so it prevents the thing from happening. You can even do a combination of both, try and save your own creature, and also slow down some attackers as well. And yeah, it is. You get one of those. I mean, like you get 2 witness protections. So those are like the actual removals that this deck has. By effectively reducing it into a 1/1 token, you basically get rid of it. Get rid of the creature completely. And finally, last but not least, versus green decks. So green decks, especially Jund, has been a fundamental uh like a deck that has been like carrying the format a lot. Like I mean, we got like Esper controls. I mean, well, I uh, gotta give a shout out. I mean, not a YouTube channel, but like not a YouTube channel shout out, just a shout out to just one guy. I think like uh he was playing Esper aggro, and he beat me with it, and it was actually a really cool one. Like, I thought I was playing against Esper Control or Esper Midrange, which are the two Esper decks and standard. But no, he just took his own take of the Esper deck and made an Esper aggro deck, and that was actually really cool. Like that was impressive. Like I was not expecting that. I was absolutely destroyed by that deck, and yeah, I was like, what? I was like, what was that? That's Esper control. No, he was like, no, that was Esper aggro. And then and he actually explained to me this was more aggressive build. Of course, he wasn't joking. Like he said that. And then there's like, and then, but then of course, Jund decks are like also like popular. Like, so yeah, out of out of ways a 4 mana instant that costs 2 less if it targets a green permanent. Return to a non-land permanent opponent controls to its owner's hand. Draw card. So if it hits a green permanent, it's 2 mana. But otherwise, it's 4 mana. But already, 4 mana, bounce a permanent, draw card is already good. Like, if you can get for 2 mana by bouncing green one, it's even better, Like, and there's like so many like Jund decks in standard right now. Like most of the decks I saw that day were Jund decks. Like, my dad was playing a Jund deck. Ozan was playing a Jund deck. And, oh, yeah, there was someone else, yeah, who also came to the shop. And, like, Uh, yeah, he was the one I played against in the finals, and also the one I played against in the semifinals. Was also playing a Jun deck. Also, I mean, but yeah, this is like a, but yeah, this is like a deck list, and plus, if I'm not wrong, it's actually kind of cheap. So let me just mono blue delver standard. We gonna check this out, and we oh MTG Goldfish marks as a mono blue tempo. Okay, so right now I whipped up a random mono blue delver deck in standard right now that uh that uses Dominaria United cards. I mean, of course, you gotta update it because Brothers War is releasing this weekend, so you gotta stay tuned to it. If you play standard, if you want to uh it, and of course, like if you have any good suggestions for the deck, just leave them in the comment section. I will happily upgrade the deck to the new standard meta because I mean, because of course, the new cards are coming out. We probably got like some more instants of sorceries or even like artifacts as well. And yeah, speaking about the price, it's just $54.22 for a similar deck list. I mean, let's just see. Does MTG Top 8 also display the price? Because yes, it does. $107 on Card Kingdom, $108 on TCG players. And if you use Mana Traders, of course, you can rent it for almost $10. Or for Card Hoarder, you could buy this for free tits. Wait, what? Why the frick would you rent this on Mana Trader when you can buy this for free tits? Is it really just $3 on MTGO? Ain't no way. Ain't no. That has to be a renting. That has to be a. Oh yeah. Of course. Wait. What? Wait. Oh. No. 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 It's actually. Is it really that cheap? No way. No way. Oh wait. No. That's because some of the cards they don't have them. Oh no. 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 Wait. No. They actually include the free hits. Like the 0.26 hits. That is part of a. That's partly not in stock because they don't have Hullbreaker Horror. They don't have Impulse. They don't have Negate. They don't have Islands. But I mean, of course, Islands. I'm pretty sure you get unlimited of those. If not, it's nothing. You probably get. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you have unlimited islands in Arena. I mean, not Arena. Online. Also, wait. This should be in Arena as well. You could just use wild cards in practice of this. And like the rest, like, I mean, yeah. But I mean, apparently it's that cheap because I mean because online I checked it and it said like 22 tits. But I mean, I think the list I was playing had like more like uncommons and stuff. So maybe yeah, it is actually free tits. So I really don't see why uh rent this for $10 when you don't even get to keep the cards. But yeah, congratulations! You've reached the end of the podcast. So why don't you like and subscribe and follow Viantoy, share friends, stay tuned to his video streams and podcasts. Podcasts will be live every Tuesday at 5:30 CET. So stay tuned to them. Also 4:30 GMT is also another uh time, for the podcast. I mean like but yeah. Anyways, if you like this, please like and subscribe. Also share with friends. Uh Also, if you don't play standard and you want to get into standard, I advise this. Oh, thank you, Zeres, for following. Uh, see, yeah. Um, and yeah, thanks for the follow. Guys. Uh, and then of course, like if uh, but yeah, this uh, Yeah, this deck is actually really cool and like and also actually powerful. You know, like it's gaining popularity. I'm just gonna check what's the most popular deck because I'm pretty sure this might as well be MT standard standard uh meta TG standard. Wait. Pretty sure it's standard. Wait, is it standard to Magic the Gathering standard decks and meta game, which is mid range, is actually on top right now. Wow, really? And a few weeks ago, that was Esper. Esper's on second. Looks like Jund is down. Mono Blue Tempo is actually third right now. I mean, like, Chris's mid range taking 34% of the meta. Well, that is a big number. That you got Esper and the thing is, I've only seen like one in the whole event when I was playing, and I did not face that player. We got Mono Blue Tempo. There are some people who were playing at game day to buy, which had a uh, and they were playing, you know, like some were playing Delver, but I was like the only one playing Delver in Abu Dhabi. And then like we got Rakdos midrange, which I have not seen. John midrange is like the one I've seen. We got there's even like Mardu midrange. Never heard of that one. Rakdos sacrifice. That's like really. That's actually the only code Anvil deck. That is a really cool one. I've seen it in arena. It's good. Mono red aggro. Always. There's always mono red aggro. No matter what year you're in, there's always a mono red aggro in the format. Ever since 2017, I think, because popularized by Javier Dominguez, I think. But we got Joda Humans. That's a 5 color, and it's humans. And I have never heard of this deck. John Windgrace. Of course, Soul of Windgrace, I think it was the name of it. It's getting played. Azorius Control. Uh, of course, I know someone who plays this, and like that's because he likes playing control decks in every format. We got Mono Black mid range. Yeah, it says mid rank, but I'm pretty sure it's supposed to say mid range. It fell a lot ever since uh the the Metok massacre ban. Mono white aggro also always exists. We alongside mono red aggro. I mean, it started being popular like 1 or 2 years after mono red aggro. Says enchantments that has been popular like before standard revival, but it's not a good deck. I advise you against playing that. Don't do this. Rakdos aggro. Uh, of course, Rakdos aggro. I mean, but it's not really that good. I mean, my opinion. But yeah, you know the once it. But yeah, I mean, like, of course we got budget decks, which so we got made by either Rooker Kadag or Saffron Olive. We got a World Spell, $61. Because it's a budget deck, you know, like got a $74 mono red Power Stone. Wait, what? Is it Burn Bright? No. What was that supposed to be? It's $12. We got a $21 Abzan mid range. No. Wait. What's the no part? No rares mythic. Oh, now I get it. $22 burn. Bro, it's $23. What the heck? Okay. Mono blue. Yeah. 100. Is that really a budget deck? That's like most of the. Right. Oh, okay. Well, some of them are like being like immensely large prices of like almost $400, a bit more than $400, like 250. And then of course we got a mono blue tempo, the goat, $71, and it still is better than most of these decks. So yeah, but yeah. Anyways, I advise you if you want to play standard, play this deck, and if you're already playing a different deck, of course it will be cheap. So you can just it will be cheap, you know, this deck. So might as well buy the cards, or even like since most of them are even uncommons or commons, probably even have most of those cards. So you only really have to like spend like what $40. It's not even like or if you're an MTGO player, MTGA player, MTGO, you only need $3 and you can play this. MTGA, just get your wild cards and then you could also play this. But I mean, of course, MTGA is not the same as MTGO. I feel like MTGO is more accurate. But I mean, I don't know. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and bye.